You've probably heard of an ancient book mentioned by the Bible itself that disappeared for over 1,000 years. When it was rediscovered, it caused a theological earthquake that continues to reverberate today. The Book of Enoch. Jude, verse 14, quotes directly, "Enoch, the seventh from Adam, prophesied, 'See, the Lord is coming with thousands upon thousands of his holy ones.'" But where did Jude get this quote from? From a book that most Christians have never read. A book that reveals terrifying details about the world before the flood, the fall of the angels, and the secrets of heaven that Enoch personally witnessed. Why was this book removed from the Bible? What does it contain that made the early church debate its canonicity? And more importantly, what did Enoch see that can help us understand the end times? Enoch is a mysterious figure in Scripture. Genesis 5:24 says only, "Enoch walked faithfully with God, then he was no more because God took him away." He didn't die. God simply took him. Hebrews 11:5 confirms, "By faith Enoch was taken from this life so that he did not experience death." But what happened during the 300 years that Enoch walked with God? The book of Enoch fills this gap in an extraordinary way. Enoch describes being taken to the heavens by angels, where he saw the thrones of glory, God's throne, the places of punishment for fallen angels, and the secrets of creation. He witnessed the 200 rebel angels led by Azazel and Semiaza, who descended to Mount Hermon and made an unholy pact. They swore among themselves to corrupt humanity by taking human women as wives. These fallen angels taught humanity witchcraft, astrology, weapon-making, and cosmetics for seduction. The result? The Nephilim and the total corruption of earth. The Book of Enoch was considered holy scripture by the Ethiopian Orthodox Church and was extremely popular among Jews during the Second Temple period. Fragments were found among the Dead Sea Scrolls at Qumran, proving it was read and venerated by the Essene community. The early church fathers, like Tertullian, Irenaeus, and Clement of Alexandria, quoted Enoch as authority. But then something changed. In the 4th century, when the church became institutionalized under the Roman Empire, the Book of Enoch began to be questioned. Jerome and Augustine rejected its canonicity. Why? Some scholars argue that its graphic descriptions of fallen angels having relations with women were considered too disturbing. Others suggest that its details about the spiritual world gave too much power to curiosity about the occult. The book disappeared from Europe for centuries, preserved only in Ethiopia. In 1773, Scottish explorer James Bruce brought 3 copies of the book from Ethiopia to Europe, shocking the academic world. So what does the Book of Enoch reveal that's so controversial? First, the names of the fallen angels and their leaders. Azazel taught men to make swords and weapons. Amazarach taught sorcery. Armas taught the breaking of enchantments. Barakel taught astrology. Kokabiel taught the signs of the stars. Ezekiel taught knowledge of the clouds. Arakiel taught the signs of the earth. Shamsiel taught the signs of the sun. Sariel taught the courses of the moon. Each angel corrupted humanity with forbidden knowledge. Second, Enoch describes 7 heavens, each with specific purposes. He saw the place where snow and ice are stored, the treasuries of hail, the chambers of the winds. He saw the places of punishment where rebel angels await final judgment, chained in darkness. Third, detailed prophecies about the coming Messiah. Enoch, chapter 48, speaks of the Son of Man, who possesses righteousness, dethrones kings, and judges all the works of the saints. Doesn't this sound familiar? Jesus constantly used the title Son of Man for himself. Coincidence? But the most disturbing part of the Book of Enoch is its description of what happened to the Nephilim when they died. Enoch reveals that when the giants perished, their spirits didn't go to Sheol like human spirits. Because they were hybrids, half angelic and half human, their spirits became trapped on earth as demons. These are the evil spirits that torment humanity. This explains why Jesus and the apostles encountered so many demon-possessed people. It explains the origin of the spiritual warfare that Paul describes in Ephesians 6. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. The book of Enoch also prophesies that in the last days, these imprisoned angels will be released for a time. Revelation 9 describes exactly this. Angels chained at the Euphrates being released to destroy a third of humanity. Are we approaching that moment? Should we accept the book of Enoch as canonical scripture? Here's the balanced truth. Although Jude quotes Enoch, that doesn't automatically mean the entire book is inspired. Paul quoted pagan Greek poets in Acts 17, but that doesn't make Homer inspired. However, completely rejecting Enoch would be ignoring a valuable historical document that helps us understand how first-century Jews interpreted Genesis 6. Jesus and the apostles knew this book. It shaped the Jewish view of angels, demons, and the spiritual world. Many New Testament passages make more sense when we read Enoch. 2 Peter 2:4 says, God did not spare angels when they sinned, but sent them to hell, putting them in chains of darkness. This perfectly echoes Enoch's narrative. Wisdom lies in studying Enoch as important ancient Jewish literature while keeping the canonical Bible as our final authority. Use Enoch to illuminate Scripture, not to replace it. So why does this matter today? Because Enoch reminds us of a forgotten truth. There's a cosmic war happening beyond what our eyes can see. Principalities and powers are in conflict. The spiritual world is real, active, and dangerous. Enoch warns us that angelic rebellion wasn't an isolated event of the past. Jesus said in Matthew 24:37, As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. But what characterized the days of Noah? The corruption caused by fallen angels. Are we seeing signs of dimensional interference again? Genetic manipulation, transhumanism, artificial intelligence that challenges the limits of creation. Enoch walked with God in times of extreme darkness and was taken before judgment. Does this prefigure the rapture of the church before the Great Tribulation? Enoch's final message is clear. Remain faithful. Walk with God even when the whole world becomes corrupt. Because those who walk with God will not see death, but will be translated into glory.